Welcome to another In the Geek Room review. As always, I'm Stevie W, and the other day I went to see the new Ewan McGregor movie, Doctor Sleep, which is a sequel to The Shining. Now, I'm not a horror fan, everybody knows that, but the trailer for Doctor Sleep looked fantastic, so I thought I'd just check it out. To be honest with you, the runtime of 2 hours 31 minutes was kind of a bit off-putting. But you know what? I'm so glad I went to the cinema to see this movie. It is absolutely fantastic. Okay, I'll be the first to admit, it's not really a horror. It's on IMDb is defined as a horror, and being a sequel to The Shining, a film which I've not seen in around 30 years, you'd expect it to be a horror, and a pretty scary horror. It isn't. But the thing is, the 2 hours 31 minute runtime, it doesn't feel like that. It feels like you're sitting through a 1.5 hour movie. This is just very entertaining. It is predictable. It's very predictable. You can actually see the story, the ending coming a mile off. But the characters are there. The Danny Torrance's arc, Ewan McGregor, his arc is perfect. It's expected, but it's a very enjoyable film. Not really many scares, but I can't even say it's a psychological thriller. There are moments of slight gore, but it's not a horror. But it is just a very well-paced, enjoyable, supernatural movie. That's the easiest way I'd describe it. It's a supernatural road trip movie. It's just fun. Fun not as in comedic fun, but it's just entertaining would be the right word I'd use to describe it. I thoroughly enjoyed this movie. Like I said, there are films which you can actually see that it's split into 3 acts, and you can tell it from the shift from one to another. This film actually is so fluid, and that's what I liked about it. Like I said, there are moments of, I didn't jump. The elements of gore aren't really, it's not really gore. It's not like in your face. It's more in par with something like Zombieland or Zombieland 2, or a lot of the zombie movies, where it's, or even going back to say like the ending of Raiders of the Lost Ark, but a CGI'd version. So it's not terrifying, but it is enjoyable, and the casting superb. Other than Ewan McGregor, I really didn't know any of the other cast. Cliff Curtis, I recognised the name, and when I looked up, it turns out I've seen quite a few of his movies. Rebecca Ferguson as Rose the Hat. She is good. She is a very good villain, and the ending, which takes the ending where you actually see it coming, and the elements that they do take from the original Shining in terms of location, it all works within the confines of the movie. I don't want to spoil this movie for anyone that's not seen it, but anything that they end up in the Overlook, which is as is in the trailer. I can't really remember that much I could have said about from the old Shining, so it is one I will rediscover when it comes out on Blu-ray. So I'm assuming Warner Brothers are going to do a box set of the two movies, which they should do, because I look forward to waiting to see Doctor Sleep, which I will buy on Blu-ray because it is that enjoyable of a movie. I'm watching The Shining before it, see if I get a different take on it. I want to hold out till then so I can do my Blu-ray review. So coming soon, a Blu-ray review of Doctor Sleep. That'll be 4 to 6 months, how long it takes for them to actually release this movie. But go see Doctor Sleep. I'm going back to the movie. It is like I said, the pacing, and that's the thing I can't get over. For a 2 hour, 1 minute movie, it doesn't feel like it. The casting, like I said already, is superb, and I know there's going to be more throwbacks to The Shining for fans of Stephen King and the novel, and of course, but this is a sequel to the movie, not the book, and the way that they actually do the flashbacks is great. It is. I've got to admit, though, I'm a fan of the film Twister, and there's some shots, swooping shots when them driving, that reminded me of Twister, which I don't know if that's just me being me, because there's a scene in Twister where at the outdoor cinema, they're showing The Shining. Maybe I saw that as a homage to Twister. Might be wrong. Might be just be looking into it. But I thought that was pretty cool if I'm right. But like I've said, if you don't like horrors, go see Doctor Sleep. And like I said, I went to see this on the basis of the trailers. And Ewan McGregor is superb as an old Danny Torrance. Like I said, I can't really remember much of the original. But I do, if you've seen Ready Player One, you know, you'll recognise things from Ready Player One, the part where it takes place in The Shining. So for me, that's all I really know of the Shining movie. But like I said, you don't really need to see The Shining or have much knowledge, like I really don't have, to enjoy Doctor Sleep. I mean, it's not a perfect film. I don't want to say it is. It's not scary, so if you're looking for scares, like I said, don't expect scares. But it is enjoyable, and I can't overstate it is well paced for 2 hours 31 minutes. Don't let the long run time put you off seeing it. Just don't drink much before you go, and if you're one of these people that have to get out through movies. Great movie. Can't give it more than 3.5 stars out of 5, just because it does go to a bit predictability, but it is more enjoyable than an average movie. Like I said, I'm looking forward to seeing it again when it comes out on home release. I would thoroughly recommend it in the current landscape of cinema, where there's really not much till they start the big holiday rush. Go see it, Doctor Sleep. Not even if you don't like horror films, you'll enjoy this movie. That's been my In the Geek Room review of Doctor Sleep. Go check it out. I'm Stevie W. See you all in another In the Geek Room review.